The concept of this song for Pray For Me Brother, when Rahman played it to me first time, was that it echoed something very universal, which probably had a simple emotion that could probably reach out to a much wider audience. So in sense, the concept was that human suffering is common all across the world, and it has been a part of, I would say, as civilization has progressed, human suffering has also progressed and still stays with us. So the concept was very simply is there's a lot of suffering. How can we use the emotion of prayer as a common feeling, probably as a healer for all the suffering? I think for Rahman it's a very major feat. Probably first time he's done a song in English which probably reached to many people. So in that sense, when he set out to do a song for humanity, I think it was a natural choice that probably the song should be made so that it can be played in any part of the world. It so happens that when you take any Rahman song, it has a large canvas. So it accommodates visually also a big canvas to present itself. See, Pray For Me Brother was filmed in black and white purely because when you come into a very human suffering doesn't have any color. It's very universal. There's only one color to it. It is dark. So I just wanted to play that, when people across the world have different colors, there is also, you see development also in different colors. We're talking about a very central idea of pain. I filmed it in Los Angeles because Los Angeles is like if you go to New York or Los Angeles, it has all dimensions to it. It is a very modern city. It's a very barren land. It has people with poverty. It has people with all kinds of richness, and it has humanity from almost all parts of the world existing in one place. So that suddenly that canvas was very interesting, and it probably reflected everything what the song had to say. I could find a visual hook in one place. See, whenever I film with Rahman, I have known him for many years. We've been together from school, so probably I understand his personality. So for me, there's a lot of music videos that play out. The core idea of filming Rahman is simplicity. Simplicity, and probably as natural as he can be. It so happened that when we were filming in the desert, we just landed in the middle of a sandstorm out of nowhere. So basically, even though we had storm fans, no way our storm fans could match the real storm. So it was so much of sand dust that was flying that it was almost impossible, except for myself, my cinematographer, and Rahman, to just stand out and take that one shot and then get into the car. And interestingly, the film has been shot by cinematographer Tasaddak, whom you can know that he did Omkara. So it was very interesting that that the whole combination of trying to, being Indian somewhere deep inside, but using an international environment to film was quite a challenge. Keeping this idea, once it was decided that it's going to be a black and white video, we decided let's play out the human characters also in black and white, so that we try to bring a common emotion between them. So it starts out with people who have differences for silly things, and when they see that in front of them, that as they travel through downtown LA, they see that there is a humanity in pain, in agony, crying out, that they feel so stupid about what they are going through, and it brings a reconciliation at the very end. The unique technique of this film is that the entire video has been shot in a vertical format. Usually when we shoot technically like anamorphic, which is 16:9, it's a horizontal frame. So we took the horizontal because if you take any mobile phone, it's such a small screen, and in that screen if you have a black band up and down, you're using only about, say, not even 3/4 of the small screen. So the idea was, how do you optimize it? So it was a very difficult challenge for Tasaddak, the cinematographer, as he had to shoot the entire film holding the camera in the vertical way. And so most of the filming was done handheld, and it was a very compelling task to film it vertical and trying to look into the eyepiece and keep the frame intact as vertical and shoot it right through. And also interesting is, suppose you just set up against a landscape of Los Angeles, which has this big huge towers, and you put a horizontal frame. The moment you put it, you've cut all the towers off. So we wanted to create that, we need to present the landscape in a format which, whether you look at in a small mobile phone or whether you look on television, it is still giving you a larger than canvas kind of a visual image. So in that sense, it was very unique that we optimized it for the new mobile kind of framing. Los Angeles has a very specific kind of dancers. They're called crumpers, and these crumpers are found only in the neighborhood of Los Angeles. And this crumpers, our dancer is a king crumper. Is called General, and General is one of the finest crumpers from Los Angeles. And it is they got into this kind of crumping as a dancing kind of an art, which probably brings about what they are going through. It's not that they talk about what pain, what suffering, what difficulty. It's a kind of expression only to that. So I thought that was a very interesting combination of having General perform the crumping dance right through, because he becomes an ambassador to all the sufferings of photographs of that you see of faces in the video. He becomes a champion for their emotion, and he expresses it through kind of a crumping dance about the feelings of people in pain and in agony. I think when the two characters, lead characters, when they come who are driving through the car, they had to come in face with the, I would say, the punch thought of the film, which was Rahman singing the line, "Are you searching for a reason to be kind?" So it was a very poignant moment of facing, in a way, it's a very surreal way of presenting. There's no physicalities to it. So it was just, they are on their journey. The couple are on their journey. So it comes a moment where they come to reconcile their differences, and then they move on. So it was a very surreal way of presenting and bringing an end to the story that we set out to.